switched up, I just changed lanes. I be with them niggas getting money and with niggas who gang bang. You niggas too frilly, you too strange. Cop some better work, hit the block, save up, get a new chain. I see my uncle hop in a new range. He taught me how to rap, bubble pack, now I got me some new flavor. I know y'all niggas thought that y'all had me, but the glick in the stash, she tried me. Get popped like acne, we got buttons on the back of them ratchets. Two turn, can't relax me, rock designer, bitch, ain't none of us tacky. Ain't have nothing but some noodles in the crib. On that demon time, I move crucial with my blick. Baby, I'm a blood, but I be grooving with my sig. I be getting paranoid, bitch, don't be moving through my crib. No, it's RMSG, and I started this shit with Miz. Vamping in the jacks, they know I did this shit with shiz. We really put that bat on ass. We don't talk about them kids. They know I'm from the trenches, so it is what it is. Yeah.
Yo, what's good? It's a 10 podcast. This is your boy Norbs. I bring a special guest to the building. My guy, Eric Moon. What's good, brother?
What's going on, man? What's happening?
Man, I'm just enjoying the show, enjoying boxing in 2024. Just admiring what you guys do, bro, to be honest with you, man. Like, I feel like there's just, I've been following boxing forever, man. Like, I'm talking about since I was a kid, from watching it on the hot box in my grandfather's crib with 150 dudes in like a 50 square foot living room.
Yeah,
shit like that, bro. So like, I've always had a passion for it, but I've actually gained a lot of more respect for you guys over the past few years. But we gonna get into that later. Let's talk about my man Eric. Eric, you've been a professional for what now?
Man, I think going on 7+ years.
Damn. So how old are you right now?
32.
So you turned professional 25. A lot of people don't. I've noticed a lot of people have been turning to a professional a lot later. Like, what's up with that? Why you turn pro so late?
I just made up in my mind, like I fought in the Olympic qualifiers, Olympic trials. I feel like I made it to the top of the mountain as far as amateurs. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to go pro. Because I feel like I fought the people that I'm gonna potentially meet in the pros.
Okay.
So like I see how I did with them. So I'm like, you know what, let's do it. So I turned pro. I think I was like 25, 24, 25.
So hold on. So a lot of people have a big misconception about turning pro. Like, I was doing my research on it, and it's not, you don't have to actually go to the amateurs. You don't actually have to go through training. You really don't. It's kind of crazy how people actually become pro, but you did it the right way. But explaining amateurs, and what you were just saying about the guys you were going to fight as pros, you already knew in the amateurs. Like, how did you determine that?
So, like, just by the guys that won like the JO Nationals when they was younger, people like that, they say like, oh yeah, like this guy got a devastating hook, or this guy got great footwork, or he known for this, or he known for that. Mm-hmm. It's like, once I got in there and I competed with him, I'm like, he got skill, but I'm just as good too. So it's like, as I kept competing in these big tournaments and getting further and further up in the ranking, I'm like, yeah, like I can do this. You know what I'm saying? So I fought a guy named Joseph George. Shout out to Joseph George. Tough dude from Texas. Dude can really hit. I think he doing pretty good in the pros, but when I fought him in the amateurs, I beat him. I actually beat him. I lost to him in the finals, in the qualifiers, but then we got to the trials, and I think it was in Reno. I beat him. Once I beat him, then I fought who was it? Manuel Tio. I lost to him, but it was double elimination. Came back and I fought a dude named what's his name? Elvis. His name was Elvis. I forget his last name, but dude can fight. He just out-hustled me. And then once I seen those guys make it to the finals in the Olympic trials and about to be Olympians, I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's time for me to turn pro. Because I won the Golden Glove state 3 times, won the regionals 3 times, went to the nationals twice. First time I lost the second day. The last time I went, it was the semifinals. So,
I mean, so who did you actually fight like that? That's popping now and stuff like that. Like
man, Who did I fight? Man, there's so many fights. I remember I fought in the USA, man. Only person I know from the amateurs that we could have potentially fought in the amateurs in Memphis was Berlanga. That's popping.
Okay.
Berlanga's the only one I know. Other than that, it's smaller guys like Shakur Stevenson, of course, Keyshawn Davis. Just a bunch of smaller guys.
So you was in the trials with them?
Just a bunch of smaller guys. Damn, now that you said it, yeah, that's about all that's popping right now.
Yeah, I mean, so you decided to go pro. You were like, fuck it, like, what was like behind that? Like, you were like, you know what, like.
It was the age factor too, because I'm seeing dudes turn pro at like 19, 20.
Yeah.
Of course, like the politics side, your investment, you got a young dude versus an older guy. You're gonna want to go with the more young, flashy guy.
Mm-hmm.
And them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me hurry up and make my mark in the pros. But then as I got to the pros, I started to realize like it's straight business. Amateurs was fun. It wasn't like a job. It was like fun.
Yeah.
You want to compete. But like, yeah, I beat dude. I won this trophy. Da da da. But once you turn pro, it's like, yo, you get calls from other fighters after you beat a guy, and they get presented that guy that you beat. Sometimes I would have other fighters reach out like, yo, what you think about this dude? Yo, was he hard to fight? And I'm like, dude, I ain't do all that. Like, I just trained my ass off, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna beat dude.
Yeah.
Despite his record of 8-2 or 16-3, I'm gonna fight this dude. But
so when you went pro, you didn't get signed to a major promotional company in the beginning, correct?
Nah, I didn't. I actually had my family was backing me. But I remember we went down to Houston and we went to a dude named Mr. Savannah. God rest in peace. But Mr. Savannah told my step pops, like, it's gonna get real hefty, like you trying to manage, like fork out the money on your own, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, you gotta go to these different gyms, spar these top guys, let a promoter, somebody at the right time see him, get him on the undercard. Boom. He signed for 2 years and then, you know what I'm saying, build your brand like that. But my folks wanted to stay independent. Fights started getting costly. Cause it's like when you 10-0 and you knocking out dudes, it's like 19-2 or 14-1.
Yeah.
People like, we want a little bit more money. You know what I mean? So it was a couple of fights I had to take on the B side that I beat. And that really got me like my name out there.
So like unlike the other, you guys are professional athletes, right? But unlike unlike professional basketball players, NFL players, you guys pretty much got to do this on your own. It's not like, you're with the Shield with the NFL and you're out there in front of all these people and they're paying you a check. You pretty much got to negotiate your own situations, go through these promoters, and even kind of insure yourself in regards to your health. Like I know somebody had told me that a boxer was like, your own insurance is better than what you do when you fight, when you get hurt, which is kind of crazy. Yeah. So explain how the process actually goes down.
As far as like the insurance, like fighting and
like for instance, like all right, you became pro, now you're getting fights. You're basically negotiating your fights with a bunch of different, because everybody when they hear boxing, they think Top Rank, they think Golden Boy, they think Mayweather. Yeah. That's pretty much the upper echelon of that. But in order for them to get their attention, a lot of people go to Mexico or they go to Atlanta and they fight on these undercards that are kind of like really like down to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like people don't understand. They think it's like, yo, we just book them here and there, and that's why you see a lot of guys. I seen a guy with an 0-32 record fight. Like I was like, yo, come on, dog.
What?
I see that. I forgot who I was looking at. When you go to boxing record.
Yeah, boxing.
Somebody fought a dude that was 0-32. Like I was like, damn, dog, this dude don't quit. Like he got 32 losses, dog. And no wins. Like, yo, dog, like some of the shit you see, you like, nah. And I heard rumors of like guys going to Mexico. Mexico's a poor country or whatnot.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys just showed up right after working on the fields all day. Like, bro, they get $200. He gonna fight this dude, and they padding their record. A lot of dudes.
Go through that. Yeah, that's. I mean. So yeah, to piggyback off that, yeah, like a lot of guys just do that to pad their record because you got to think. No disrespect to Floyd, but like from the business side, a person gonna want to see a person that's undefeated versus somebody with losses. Like myself, like you see, I'm 11-5, but people don't go look at who you beat or who you lost to. They
Yeah.
just look at the record and they're like, oh yeah, he the truth. You know what I'm saying? So what these guys are doing, they going over to Mexico, like you said, they padding their record. Then they get a fight with like a top dog or like a potential prospect. You know what I'm saying? A prospect is like on the top rank is like 15-0, and then this dude like 22-0. So it's like it's really a win-win on either side.
Mm-hmm.
You know
But
what
it's
I mean?
crazy because, you know, and I know a lot of boxers, and I'm just being honest, that are struggling out there. But I know guys that are working 2 jobs, training. Like people don't actually get to get to see that, which is kind of crazy. Like,
yeah, that is tough. It's a tough sport. I remember my pops told me a while ago. He was like, "Man, I remember I was helping him at his job because he a plumber." So I
yeah,
remember my pops was like, he looked at me. He's like, man, I got a lot of respect for you, man. He's like, you chose the hardest way of making a living. Like,
nice.
I'm like, yeah, but you know, like, I feel like in order to be a fighter, you gotta be a little bit off, just a little bit, like mentally, because I mean, if you think about it, you putting your life on the line, like you said,
Yeah.
right? I know dudes got a family, they working, like you said, 2 jobs. Speaking of which, didn't Glenn Johnson have he was working at what he used to do, construction work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like this dude training for a 12-round bout. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's just you just gotta have that resiliency. Like you gotta keep going, bro. Like,
But not only that, a lot of these guys, what people don't realize is it's a huge disadvantage. So if you're signed, like you're a prospect, you're a Shakur Stevenson, if you're you eat shit, everything boxing, and then all you got to do is train. So when you fight these guys, not only are you working and doing other things, think about it. When you go to a job, I go to work, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to be tired. Then you got to go train. Then you got to ready for a fight. You got to eat right. You got to do mad shit.
You know
what I'm saying? These guys don't pretty much get to focus on whatever. It's not an even playing field. So how do you elevate from? How do you defeat these guys that are in these situations that pretty much are unfair? Like, you know, when you play in the NFL, you got training camp or basketball, you got preseason. Everybody gets the same type of training, whatever. Whatever you do on your own is whatever, but you get paid. If you guys don't box, you don't get paid. You know, it's not a different situation. So when you face a prospect or somebody signed, you're expected to lose. So your mentality is, I'm like, a lot of times it's like, I'm getting a check, but I'm really pretty much there to lose. So if I don't get a knockout, how am I going to get this decision in a sense? Like, there's a lot of bad decisions, and you know, people base that on the fact of the policies or pretty much the priority of who's the top fighter. How do you go around it? How do you deal with that?
Damn, that's a really good question. Like you said, the guys that are signed, the top prospects, they do have more luxury. They got time on their side. They don't really have to manage too much because they got people behind the scenes doing all that for them. All they sole purpose is to get up, go to the gym, like you said, eat, sleep, breathe, boxing. So the guys that's not signed like myself, the like top major networks, like Top Rank, you know, Mayweather and guys like that, you have to be more you have to manage your time. You got to be on a routine. Like the only way to get around that, only way to operate in chaos, you got to have structure. Because if you don't have no structure, yeah, like you said, you're gonna get in there and you there for a check. That's it. Or by some kind of miracle you win. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's some big time fight. But like I said, if you ain't got no structure, if you ain't got structure and discipline, you're not gonna really thrive unless you under some top promotion company.
Now I know you got a fight coming up. I know. Like, you go through the resume. You're 11-5 now.
Yeah.
I noticed there was like you had your fights, and then there's a gap between fights. Like, how do you stay consistent? Like in regards to that, 'cause I see you took a break and stuff like that as well.
Man, I took that COVID. After that COVID messed me up, especially when I fought Berlanga. I had an injury. I didn't really know the injury was that serious until I went to the doctor because I'm a knucklehead. So once after that fight, I went to go get examined, and I found I had calcific tricep tendonitis. And that's like where basically instead of like where that tendon is supposed to form back, it's like almost coming back like bone. So they had to go in there and scrape that out because what would have happened was if I kept shooting my jab, that bone would have kept rubbing that nerve like this, would have caused permanent nerve damage. That's how severe it was. I didn't know, but it was weird because when I used to spar, leading up to that fight, it was just some days my arm would be so sore I thought it was tendonitis. You know how it is when you get tendonitis. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just ice it. I ain't gonna really throw it that much. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just measure. I ain't gonna really use it that much. But then, down the line, down the stretch, I figured, say, you know what, man, I need to go get checked out for this. And
when did you realize that it was really fucked? Because I know you had a bad night against Berlanga and stuff like that.
When I fought Berlanga, I realized how severe. Well, no, actually, it was Berlanga because before that I fought Mike Guy. Mike Guy is a tough dude. I mean, he's beatable, but you can beat anybody's beatable when they have an injury. You know what I'm saying? So when I lost that fight by decision, my arm was hurting the whole fight. And after the fight, it was like kind of swollen. But I was like, you know what, man? I was like, I'm gonna let it just heal. I'm gonna let it heal us. Probably tendonitis real bad. And got the phone call by Berlanga. And fast forward, all that, got ready for Berlanga, got in the ring, fought, got dropped. And I'm like, damn, my arm. I'm like, yo, my arm not working. Like, something ain't right. So then I went to the doctors. They told me what I had. And that's when I took that long time off because then I started getting those doubts like, damn, do I still got it? Like I felt that like when Teofimo said that when he was fighting, folks can laugh and joke and all that, but I felt that as a fighter, like when he said, damn, do I still got it? Like, can I, you know what I'm saying? Can I perform like I think I can or like should I give it up? You know what I mean? But it was like once I had got that surgery, bro, I was excited. I got that surgery. But like I said, I'm a knucklehead. You're supposed to relax and rest, but I kept training. And then I started getting fights presented to me, but I was like, nah, not yet. Then finally, I remember I had took like a little break from training and I went up to OKC and Kevin Newman was getting ready for a fight. And Kevin hit me up and was like, because I remember we had sparred. It was really good work. It was like great work. And I remember he hit me. He was like, yo, he was like, I need you for camp, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look out for you, whoop de whoop, all that good stuff. He's like, you come down, man. You need to get in camp. You need to get back to it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we not young. We ain't no young, fresh sprung chickens. Like, we got to get back to it. So went down there to Roy, trained with Roy, and then I just stayed. Like, I just stayed because it's like it's structure. Because leave it to me, I'm going to be like sometimes in the gym, sometimes out. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling myself. I'm getting back to it. And then Charlo came. Other people came through. So I'm like, yeah. So I got prepared for that fight in Cayman Islands.
How was the experience working with a legend like Roy Jones? A lot of people have him on the top 5, top 10 fighters of all time. How is it working with Roy? And did he make you chase any roosters and shit like that? Like,
yeah, he did. He did. He actually did. He made me chase. He made me and my guy. I forget his name.
That's hilarious.
But we chase roosters, man, and really do get your reflexes on point. But training with Roy is a brainiac. Like Roy is very strategic, very smart. I don't know if you know about Nacho Beristain.
Yes. The I know you're talking about the trainer, the Mexican trainer.
Yeah, I remember they said that if you either do it Nacho's way or it's no way, or you got to leave the gym. Yeah, so like it's somewhat the same thing with Roy, but Roy actually teaches you instead of coaching you. He actually takes his time out to teach you because a lot of people do think that Roy try to make you fight like him, but he really just drilling the fundamentals. It's the way he be showing you. It look like he trying to get you to fight like him, but he really just teaching you the mechanics, the fundamentals of everything. He just makes you really like Man, I remember one time we shadow boxed 27 rounds.
Damn.
And on a regular day, on a light day, it's like 15, 20. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like Roy got a lot of tricks in the bag, but he's a scientist though. He's a scientist. People think it was just because of his speed, but really it was more so his feet. If you watch Roy when he fight, you can count how many punches he threw by his steps. And that's what he always break it down to. Is like if you ain't got no feet, you're not gonna last.
I always feel like he had amazing anticipation as well. Like he knew before you thought what you was gonna throw, he was already on you. Like it was crazy. Like I remember watching so many fights where I'm just like, damn, dog. Like Roy is just different, dog.
Phenomenal, man. He's like a superhero. You know what I mean? It's like, and not gonna lie, like having Roy in my corner now is like from growing up playing Knockout Kings in the 2000s to having the actual Knockout King like in my corner is like, you wanna do everything so perfect, you forget that you just supposed to have fun and just chill, like do your thing, be you. But like when you see it, capitalize on it. You know, I kind of forgot that, but it's amazing to have somebody like that in my corner and telling me like the truth, like telling me like how to get better, what's my strengths, what's my weaknesses, what I can add into the mix, how to be more devastating. Like, and Coach Roy ain't gonna cap to you. Like, if you suck, he gonna tell you. But it's the way he tell you. Yeah, like if you suck, like don't take my word for like how I'm saying, not suck, but if you doing something incorrect, he gonna tell you like that ain't gonna work. Like, and then if something do happen, he gonna let you know. Like, if you would have did this a certain way, a little bit more, just tweaked it a little bit more, you could have got away with it.
Does he still spar with y'all, or does he spar with y'all at all? Like,
I never personally sparred with Coach Roy, but that joker still fast.
What?
Yep. What? Still fast. You got to think, man. This is you got to think. Coach Roy did something ain't nobody did in 100 years. Never get another one like him. In 100 years, he fought at what? Middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight, and captured the titles. And was going in there beating dudes like it was a sparring session. Who doing that now? You know what I mean? So it's like when he do speak, you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing but listen. It's Roy Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like every time I see Coach Roy get in the ring and be like doing this thing, bro, I swear I be thinking about Fight Night, Fight Night Champions. Like, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, just growing up watching Roy, you're right. He was like a goddamn superhero, man. And I remember the night that he lost Antonio Tarver, but like I was heartbroken, dog. Like, I was like, damn, dog. Like,
I remember
this big mouth dude, like for real. Like I was hurt, dog. Like I remember why, because he fought him the fight before, and then he rematched him. The rematch, I think it was the first or second round. He caught him, and that's the first time I've ever seen him. Yeah.
Was it the second round?
It was either the first or the second. I think he got knocked out. I could be wrong. It might have been.
I ain't gonna cap to you. I remember we was watching his highlights. Me and my pops, I had to be like 18 at the time. We was watching Coach Roy highlights, and then his losses started popping up. My pops was like, he's like, man, turn that shit off. I don't want to see that.
Nah, it broke my heart too, dog.
Like, I feel him. I don't even like watching him to this day. Like, I'm like, it ain't the wins. Like, bro, I don't want to watch that shit.
I mean, I remember because he had fought Antonio before, the last fight, and it was I thought he won, but Antonio smothered him. Like, that was the first time you actually ever seen somebody get close to him. Like, before that, you wouldn't get close to him. Like, he was just out, and all of a sudden, like, Antonio started smothering him, throwing a lot of punches late in the round, trying to steal the rounds, and a lot of people viewed it as controversial. I had Roy winning the fight, but in the second fight, he came out and he just, I'm not gonna lie, bro, like he hit him with that one-hitter quitter, and I was just like, it was like my hero just, that's it, dog. And I was like, damn, dog, he knocked Roy Jones out. But I'm talking about cold, dog. Like, I was like, I ain't
It
never.
was
I
almost
never
like a
expected it.
luck. I don't know. Like it's like, man, it's like that wasn't supposed to happen. It happened, but it was
Mm-mm.
like that wasn't supposed to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
facts. I'll
so.
tell
I
you,
mean,
it shut down boxing. Nobody ever thought it could happen. Like to be honest with you, and to be honest, I feel like no, I don't know. But to be honest, bro, I feel like it was a lot of what he was doing to himself in regards to going up a weight, going down. Like he was doing a lot of that shit. And I know from speaking to different boxers, when you fluctuate in the weight like that, because remember when he fought Ruiz, he had to put on a lot of muscle too. Like he
yeah,
went up to like probably like 195 or something like that. He was big when he fought Ruiz. It was crazy.
yeah.
And then you coming right back down. And I was just like, bro, that shit can't be good for you, dog. Especially if you're a boxer. You know what I mean?
And you got to think too. Back then, like Coach Roy was such a freak athlete. Like he wasn't really big into like the you know how fighters and athletes nowadays doing the cryo chamber, the ice baths. Like Coach Roy was so like natural. You know what I'm saying? It's like he would go hoop after sparring 12 rounds, or like they
Go
said he would
after.
go. Yeah,
Bro,
you know what I mean. Or
he played a
before.
game and showed up to the
Yeah,
fight, bro. That's crazy. Like I'm like, bro, but not like it wasn't even like it was in the same town. Like he fought, he played a big basketball, flew in and then took the fight. Like I'm like, bro, like if I was a fighter, I feel wild disrespected. You just played a whole full court game and came and then whipped my ass. Like that shit is. I was like, damn, Roy, I would not even. It's disrespectful, dog. Like it was hilarious to me, but
yeah, Coach Roy.
Roy was definitely different, man. I just wish, in my opinion, there was more names when he was fighting in his division because a lot of people tend to like knock him for not having like De La Hoya had Trinidad, Floyd had Manny, Duran had Sugar Ray. Like everybody kind of had that guy that people wanted to see, and Roy never really had that. I mean. Yeah, Bernard Hopkins when he got locked up. You had James Toney early in his career, but you never really had that dude.
He beat James. Like James Toney was the man. That was the
Yeah.
guy. But Coach Roy was, bro. Like I remember I was watching them fight, and I remember his son was telling me, he was like, you know, James used to try to lure you in, be right there, make you comfortable, and boom. You know what I'm saying? But Roy never stood there long enough for him to get him because he was using his legs. He was in and out. But I think when he came back down from heavyweight, it kind of took a toll on his legs. You know what I mean? But other than that, bro, if that would have never happened, wasn't nobody beating Roy. You got to think Roy went 50-0 before his loss, 51-0 before he lost.
Like that, yeah. Somebody said he had Tarver. I'm like, Tarver wasn't a name at that point, not with Roy. Like you had like Roy, you had like De La Hoya at 147, you had Trinidad. Those were the names. Roy didn't have that. That's why they was trying to get Trinidad to go up and fight him and guys like that. That's why he had to go up to get Ruiz. Like they didn't have a name where in his division that was like, yo, he's not equal. Like you know, like we got
60. Was that 68? Right? No, 75.
It was 75. No, I think 75 was after. I think it was 160 and then 175. I'm not sure because he was fighting light heavyweight, but he also fought a middleweight, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But the crazy thing is, like, people try to get him to go down and weight. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of crazy, bro. Like, man, I love watching Roy, man. His shows, he was just a different type of animal, and I wonder how he feels about today's boxing. I like, for instance, Roy kind of reminded me of Deion Sanders in football, right? So Deion was like. Flashy, he talked, he did the rap shit. This Roy did the rap shit. They kind of have a lot of similarities, right?
Yeah.
And can you imagine Roy Jones today with social media in his heyday? Like I feel like a lot of these boxers don't actually understand how to use it, and they look retarded using it. But Roy, imagine him going to the basketball shooting the game, and all of a sudden just coming out and having to fight and documenting all that shit through social media, like. That Roy would have been 100 times bigger, bro. Like he was definitely a different type of person. I kind of compare him to Deion Sanders, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I never thought about it like that. You actually right. That's who he was. He was like the Deion Sanders of boxing.
Deion did the rapping. He was lightning fast, bro. Like you couldn't even measure how fast Roy was. Like his hands, I've never seen somebody as fast as Roy. Like I don't. Like, I'm being real.
Coach Roy was like scary fast. Like, and he right, speed does kill because if your timing not on point, you keep trying to catch somebody that's moving and got the upper hand speed, they're gonna burn you out. They're gonna burn you out, not with the punches, so to speak, but just like they're just gonna burn you out with you trying to catch them.
Yeah.
You know, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Now I know you got that fight coming. I'm going to go back to you. You said June 24th, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think it's somewhere in June against Joey Alday Jr. I'm familiar with him. I know him from the amateurs too as well. I remember him from USA, man. And it's crazy, but it's not crazy. I mean, like I say, fighters eventually they eat, they want to be more comfortable, they come up and weight. I think he used to fight 154 or 65. But you know, normally I think the rule of thumb is like in the amateurs, if you fight at like 78, you fight at 68. If you fight at 65, you fight at 54, so on and so forth.
Really?
But,
why is that?
It's just, you know, you go down, you're the stronger guy, especially if you know how to hydrate up properly, you're the stronger guy. So basically it's like the bigger guy picking on the little guy.
That's why that's crazy. So you mentioned that, but we're gonna get to that. So like you got that fight on the 24th. I mean, how big of an opportunity is this? Like you said, you're getting older. Like you said, like how much longer you really want to do this? Like what's your goal at this point?
My goal is to ultimately show people that, you know, like you said, the guys that have these jobs and all these bumps in the road to where they feel like they can't get to be a world champion. I want to be one of those guys that inspire people like them. Like, yo, he had all this, he was going through all this, and bro's a world champion. So ultimately, my goal is to become an IBF and WBC world champion. And
well, you had 168, right?
Yeah, 168. And also give back, like open up gyms. I want to open up at least 2 to 3 gyms and get the youth, because it's fire to watch like somebody or a younger child like you groom to grow up to be like a world champion. You know what I mean? And like just keep them focused and out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So that's ultimately my goal. That's what I want to do with boxing.
Man, 168, man. There's some dogs at 168.
Yeah, some killers at 168. It's some killers, but the thing is, so with me, right? Like, I got crazy talent, but like you said, I don't make excuses. I hate making excuses. I take my L and I go back to the lab. I don't say nothing about it. But the thing is, like, bro, when it comes to championship level work and being a dog, it comes with a lot of sacrifices. It comes with a lot of missed birthdays. It comes with a lot of missed events. Like, but you gotta want it that much. You gotta want it that bad. You know what I mean? It sucks, but it's like you want to live with that regret when you get older. You know what I'm saying? You want to die there like, damn, I could have been. Yo, I should have. It's like, nah, bro, I'm leaving it all on the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving it all on the table. So this fight is a mega opportunity. I look at this fight like it's a Showtime fight, like a PBC fight, if you will, on the big stage. And dude is no slouch. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm no walk in the park neither. It just depends on which version of Joey Alday show up. But when I'm focused like I am now, when I show up, he got a fight on his hands, and I'm coming to win. To show people like you don't define me by my losses. Like I don't even define myself by my losses.
Now, like we were saying, 168 got a lot of dogs. You got, I mean,
yeah,
shit. You got. We can start at the. I mean, Boo Boo came up right to 168. Right?
Yeah.
You got Caleb Plant. I mean, I'm just talking about the guy. I'm not gonna mention Canelo. Canelo is who he is. Benavidez. You got I mean, I think Jamal. I think it's Jamal or Jamal. I'm not sure which
Jamal
one.
just came up to 68.
68. I don't know if he's locked in that fight yet, but there's a lot of dogs at 168. And then at 175, you got the Russians going crazy over there with Bivol and Beterbiev. Like,
people are asleep on them Russians. People are asleep on them Russians. Like, I don't even know where to start when it comes to fighting them. Like, you have to be like, that's like preparing for war, fighting them. That's literally like prepare. Ain't no all access. You see me around my family, laughing, joking, having a good. Nah, I'm probably gonna be somewhere isolated, like Marvin Hagler, like Muhammad Ali used to be in the camp when he was. I forget I forget the lake he used to train at or whatever the location, but
Mhm.
it got to be. You got to like eat, sleep, breathe boxing, especially
Mhm.
when you're going up against somebody you know could potentially like do damage.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's more so about it's just discipline, man. It's just discipline. Just
I mean, it's funny when you talk about the Russian fighters. I think of dude from Rocky. I forgot his name, bro.
oh,
Um,
Drago.
Ivan Drago.
Yo, look, that's my partner. That's my partner.
That's crazy,
My boy Big Head used to always call me that. Used to be knocking guys out with the right hand
bro.
because I'm known for like my power.
Yeah.
But Roy always telling me like, "Yo, no, I don't care about the power. We know you can punch. Speed, speed, speed." So
Mm.
that's when you said that.
Nah, bro. Like, yo, though, when I picture like the Russians working out in the middle of the winter, like they're winter with all the time. Like, bro, when I see like Bivol, and when I watched the Canelo fight, I was like, man, Canelo was doing a lot of what he did to just end people early, like take down their arms. And bro, like Bivol wasn't out there like going crazy, but when the shit he was taking from Canelo, I was like, bro, that's something. I don't know what's wrong with dude, but he ain't moving, bro. Like it's kind of crazy. And
Yeah.
I was really impressed. And then it's crazy because the next fight I saw him, he was walking dude down, like he didn't care. But that's I guess the respect he had for Canelo. But regardless, like bro, like Canelo ain't light, bro. So it was one of the things that I gained a lot of respect for Bivol, and I'm excited to see him versus Better B. And I think it's June 1st that fight.
Oh,
But
it's June 1st?
I think so. It's June 1st. It's already locked in. Like I'm like, bro, there's so many dope fights in 2000. Like right now, we got Usyk is locked in May 18th versus Fury.
Fury, how you feel about that?
I think Fury's gonna get him. Like yo, bro, like to keep it real, a lot of people don't like Fury. A lot of people talk shit about Fury, but that man is almost 7 feet and got feet like a lightweight dog. Like he's not normal, bro. And people are talking about his fight versus what's his name, Ngagwe or something like that.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't feel like he trained or took him serious.
Hell no. That's why I keep and AJ fighting him. I'm trying to tell people that AJ gonna wash him. Watch, AJ's gonna put work on. Like people,
yeah, AJ not playing. AJ not gonna play with, bro.
Hell no, bro. And that could be an opportunity for him to get Fury a big fight because I believe Fury's gonna beat Usyk, bro. I think he's just too big, too smart. Like
he gonna knock Usyk out.
I believe so too. Like yo, bro.
Knock Usyk out.
First of all, people don't understand how dope he is, and he can take a punch. When he got knocked down, I think it was the first fight versus Wilder, right? Bro, he got knocked out. I think it was in the 10th or the 12th. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
When he got up, right? Like he was out. Like he looked like he was out cold, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, so he dead, bro. He got up like the Undertaker, bro. Like I was like, dog, nah, he ain't get up from that shit. I feel like at that moment, he kind of took Wilder heart. Like Wilder was like, nah, bro, I ain't never seen some shit like that. Like he really just would look like he was out and then just got up. And ever since that, it was just like, bro, like he started. Remember the next fight? He washed Wilder.
Yeah.
And the next one after that.
You know I ain't gonna lie though, when he took that punch, I always go back to like my experiences boxing. Yeah. Even if it's in sparring, like when you clip somebody with your hardest shot, and they get more amped up, they working even more. It's a wrap. Like it's like that takes something out of you just as much as you took something out of them. It takes just as much out of you when you knock somebody out. Believe it or not. So it's
what do you mean? Like you talking about Wilder? You took a lot out of Wilder.
Like, yeah, like when Wilder, I know Wilder was like in his head, like.
Nah, that's what I was saying. Like Wilder was like, "Yo, dog, I thought he was dead," and he got up. Like I know that shit fucked with Wilder. Had to, bro, because he caught him so crazy, and I thought it was over. I think Wilder thought it was over when he just got up. Like, bro, he literally watched the video. He gets up like the Undertaker, bro, and I was like, nah. So I know after that, Wilder was like, nah, this shit ain't real, bro. This somebody, I don't know what he's on, but bro, like brothers, I got him as one of my top heavyweights ever, bro. Like,
did you think he got cheated on the count, or what you think? I thought he got up.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like in those type of fights, I feel like they give you a slower count. In reality, I believe so. I believe if you wasn't wild or whatever like that, whatever. I think Mike Tyson got cheated out against Buster Douglas.
Oh yeah,
But,
I never knew that till I went back and watched it. I didn't know that like when Mike Tyson dropped Buster, like I didn't know that. Like,
but
man.
I think they give you, bro, when they count sometimes you be like, bro, hurry up. So I think some certain fighters I think get that respect from them. Like even like with the holdings and shit like that, certain fighters are gonna get away with it. Certain fighters complain about certain shit, they're gonna get their way. I feel like there's a human element to the situation, and it's almost like working a ref in basketball. You gotta kind of establish the relationship so you could kind of get some of them calls. Yeah, and I think it's the same in boxing. I think it sucks, but you got to deal with that, bro. Like I think if you fighting on a Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd was notorious for shielding you off with his forearm, which is illegal. Bro, he can get away with that shit all the time, like all the time.
Not even that. Just think about, bro, tying up. If you tie up more than 3 times, I fought my guy, and he's like, that's a rough and rugged guy. He's somewhat similar to Madonna. Like you hitting somebody trying to tie them up, the ref after a while like, yo, stop holding, stop holding. It's like, yo, that's a part of boxing. You tie them up to break their momentum so they don't keep going. But like you said, it's politics. The politics is crazy.
Now you bring on Maidana. Maidana's one of my favorite guys, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a hater, bro. But when he fought AB, and I was talking to you about this shit yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like, I met AB, whatever. He's a little, cocky, arrogant, whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember like watching that fight, and I was telling you, I was like, I feel like I don't think he did his research on Maidana. Like he didn't really have much respect for him. Like he was kind of playing with him, bro. He dry humped him in like the second round. He was on some weirdo shit. And
that was weird.
Yeah, but Maidana was, bro, like, even in the weigh-in and shit, he was just kind of like smirking at him, like, bro, I'm about to fuck you up, though. You don't even know who I am. And I just remember, AB always talking shit. He always telling to fight. Like, that's just that he wanted to be Floyd. Like, listen, I get it. But I feel like when Maidana hit him, when he caught that first knockdown, when he flexed when he fainted to the body and came up with the same punch, I was telling you, I was like, yo, bro, when you see his face, you could tell he was looking at his corner like, bro, y'all ain't tell me about this nigga, bro. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, this dude hit hard. And my man that fought him when he was turning pro, and he told me, he was like, bro, he dropped me, like, in sparring. And he was like, bro, he ain't never been hit so hard in my life. So it's so crazy that, a lot of boxers, maybe they don't do their research on some of these guys. And I think that was a mistake. Whoever set him up for that fight, they ain't let him know, bro. Keep it real, dog. And you always see AB going back and forth with like Al Heyman and them, like, so maybe he feels the way about it. But that particular fight, I think that fight ruined his career, dog. Like from then on.
Yeah, like I said, when you winning too like that, when you just winning and you just having your way and you talking reckless, not saying that's what he did, even though that's who AB is. When you just talking reckless, just disrespecting people, man, that stuff come back, bro. I don't care. Even if you don't believe in it, it's gonna find a way to come back to you, whether you believe in it or not. So it's like, bro, like I just feel like it's just the laws of the universe. Like God not gonna let you you're not gonna be able to do that. You just not
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
AB kind of started like a whole trend with that. A lot of these fighters are talking reckless now online. I just feel, I like Shakur Stevenson a lot. Yeah. But I feel like Shakur ain't been handling social media too well. That's what I was telling you. I feel like Roy Jones would have been a big star, but it could opposite with you. And I think it's working opposite with Shakur Stevenson. Like just his reactions online and motherfucker retired for 35 minutes, unretired, and just the shit, him going back with Teofimo. What you think going on with Shakur right now? Because I feel like he's getting a lot of bad advice at this point in regards to how he should be responding He actually just exposed some shit with Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis and Teofimo, and he got involved with that. I don't know if he's trying to set up a fight with him and Teofimo.
Yeah.
What do you think about what's going on with Shakur Stevenson right now online?
I can't really say too much about him. I mean, I just know every time I've seen bro in like camp with Crawford, I mean, I don't really get no read off of him. It's like he just being who he is, but he's never been like outgoing and like extra like that. But or maybe it's because he's around people like good people or people he somewhat trusts. But I think as far as like social media is like a publicity stunt. Like he's trying to get that notoriety or recognition. I guess I don't know. A lot of people have been talking about him like in his fights and how he broke a record for throwing the least amount of punches.
On his last fight, yeah. So that's another thing. Like I feel like that's what I was saying. I think it's affected him because, like people like the man's talented, but he's not the most exciting fighter. And I feel like his last fight, they really was giving it to him, bro. Like they was going in. Like he's boring. He don't throw no, bro. Like it was crazy, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? And he just that's when he retired. He retired. He was like, bro, this is bullshit. Like I'm like, bro, like dog, like you just. Yo, it sucks, bro, but you gonna have to be more excited, bro. Like, for real. Like,
you know what Roy told me?
What?
An emotional fighter can never be a world champion. For a while, I was like, what do you mean? Like when you get angry, I'm like, everybody get angry when they get hit. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's controlled aggression and it's directed towards something. But I guess he means like if you let that anger get the best of you, where you just see red. Like a bull in the matador, you know what I mean? So I think what's going on is Shakur is like kind of emotional a bit about it. Okay. And I think social media in the world is getting to him and he's just trying to play this role to keep his name for his name to match like his boxing record, you know what I'm saying? But
I mean, I get it. Like I see that he's trying to get the big fights. Like, listen, who doesn't want to be Gervonta Davis right now? Gervonta Davis, and I think he's talented, but I feel like he's knocking out a lot of tomato cans right now. Just being honest. But
he's doing his job.
Yeah.
He's doing his job. Yeah. And the thing is, it's crazy you said that because a lot of fighters do want to beat him. Don't know fighter. You don't got none of the fighters like Ward, even though he got his flowers kind of late in the game, is like a lot of these fighters don't want to just get in there and do your job, bro. Just let your hands do the talking, but nobody want to do that. Even though it is entertainment, and if you do know how to speak like Floyd used to do to sell the fights, whether they pay or not, they gonna pay because they want to see him lose or they want to see him win. So,
man, I feel like Shakur's tried to do that, but I feel like, and people tend to forget, like Floyd used to let his hands go. When he was fighting at 140 pounds, he used to let his hands go. Like Shakur in the early stage don't really let his hands go. Like he's saying defensive records. That's kind of something Floyd did after he built his resume, and that was later in his career he fought like that. So Floyd was excited, but when he fought Diego Corrales, when he fought Angel Manfredi, bro was letting his hands go. Like you can't.
But you gotta think though. You gotta think the difference between because I remember Shakur made a post and he said, yo, if anybody can fight, he pick Pretty Boy. I'm like, nah, bro. Because the thing was, Floyd can take what he was dishing out. Floyd can take what he was dishing out. And I remember from watching in the Olympic trials when Shakur fought, like if he get put in there with somebody that can crack, he on his bicycle. He not gonna take no chances. He don't like getting hit. Phenomenal fighter, like reflexes and all that great footwork. I don't take that from him, but I just call it how I see it. Like if he get put in there with somebody that's seasoned, that knows how to punch and can take a punch, and they got just as much skill as him, it's over. So if he ever do fight Gervonta, feel like he gonna be training to like move the whole 12 rounds. Solely move.
He's gonna be dictating shit with a jab. He's not gonna engage him. I feel like the same thing with Haney. I feel like, listen, the one thing about Gervonta, bro, he got that one hitter quitter. Like it is what it is. And that's what makes people tune in, and you got to give him credit in that regard because he's filling up the seats. Because just like in basketball with the dunk, you know what I'm saying, or a 3-point shot now, or in football with the bomb, he got what people want to see in boxing, and And it sucks in my opinion because if you're like a purist and want to see the best against the best, you're not going to see that with Gervonta. That's the only thing that pisses me off, and I think that's kind of what Shakur wants to do, but he can't force his way into that fight without being excited. Like Benavidez knocking motherfuckers out. That's why they want to see him against Canelo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's something that Shakur has to just become more excited. Even Haney's been smart with it. I think Haney may get the fight. I don't think he's gonna get the fight.
I think Haney will get it before Shakur.
Yeah, I mean, but he's smart. He's about to fight Ryan Garcia. Let's be real. I think Ryan Garcia is talented, but mentally he's not there anymore. Like he's already on his fourth training, like 2 years. He's doing wild shit online. He's showing at the press conference he about to fight dude, and he arguing with Bernard Hopkins and De La Hoya. Like I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro?
Hey,
like,
emotional, man. Like I said, you can't be world champion when you're emotional. Sometimes you got to learn how to control that emotion. Because that don't mean just put them like don't express yourself. I mean, express yourself. You need it, but dude, just like I think he just wants to be so relevant, so bad. He want to be that guy so bad.
So Ryan,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't really care for Ryan. I don't even think he gonna do nothing with no Devin. He flat-footed, his chin sky high. He just fast, bro. He fast. That's why Gervonta hit him one shot, and then he quit.
Damn.
I mean, but granted, I know a lot of fighters, if they see this interview, they'll be like, well, bro, you got 5 losses. It's like, but I'm speaking the truth though from experience. I'm not casual, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, you quit. You got the luxury to eat, sleep, breathe boxing. Nothing else. So it's like you don't really got no excuse. It's not in you, it's on you. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, I like Ryan. I think Ryan is very talented.
Yeah.
I just feel like when he left Reynoso the first time, and I know he was having beef because Canelo had called him out about not being as dedicated. Yeah. And it's kind of showing true, to be honest with you at this point, bro. Like, arguably the best fighter in the world is telling you, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm trying to look out for you. Then you go on, and that's when he ended up going with Eddie Goosen, which when he fought Gervonta, I was like, bro, what is he doing out there?
And yeah, he jumped out the porch quick with that because I guess he was trying to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think his ego got struck, especially when Canelo told him, like, you know, he ain't really training. Once he fights somebody of some kind of notoriety and beat him, then you can speak. But I mean, Canelo telling the truth. Look at bro was fighting. Bro fought Erislandy Lara when everybody told him to stay away. Golden Boy, especially De La Hoya. He fought Austin Trout. First person to make Austin Trout look like that when he dropped him. Canelo been jumped off the porch since he was like 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like Instagram and the social media is what's helping a lot of fighters.
Especially Ryan. Be honest with you, like I feel like Ryan made a lot of money last year. And I ain't trying to hate on him, but I wouldn't put him in the top echelon of now 140-pound fighters. But I think Devin Haney made a strategic move. Like, that's just bringing up your profile. Because I don't think it's even going to be a good fight on which I think it's going to be Devin dominating the fight. I don't think he stops him, to be honest with you. But I think he dominates the fight.
What weight they fight at?
140.
I think Devin might. Yeah, Devin. I think. Yeah, I can see Devin stopping him. I can see Devin stopping him because when Ryan just fought that last guy that was just strong and like straight up and down, he had trouble with him. So I think
he looked confused. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, he looked confused. Like, even when they got in close, he started doing a shoulder roll. I don't know what he was doing. Like, I was like, bro, like, he doesn't. I feel like this is another thing that made me laugh. The nigga just dropped music. I was like, bro, you about to fight Devin Haney. I swear, bro, on my mama, bro.
Yeah.
Someone's dropping music on his page, and I'm sitting here like, when are you about to fight Devin Haney? Get the fuck out the studio and get in the gym, bro.
When are they fighting?
I want to say May. I think May.
Oh, they fighting soon.
No. Yeah, it's not far, bro. Hold on. Let me look this shit up. I think it's not far at all, bro. They just signed it. It might be. Is it June? Let me just double check. But yeah, that shit's soon. I think it is June. Maybe June 20th. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. I'll tell you right now. Ryan. Date. I know it's date. Let me see. Fight date. It's April 20th.
April 20th.
Yeah, bro. So we already in February. It's about to be in March, bro. We got like 2 months.
Oh, they fighting right around the corner.
Yeah.
April.
Yeah. He's fighting him April 20th, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was a mistake for him to take the fight. I think he should have took Floyd's advice and fought Rolly Romero, to be honest with you. It would have been a safer fight. I'm talking about Ryan. Ryan
would have got watched by Rolly. Yo, Rolly.
You think Rolly would have got him too?
Huh?
You think that Rolly is the funniest motherfucker in boxing? First of all, I don't even care to watch his fights, bro. But when he told Oscar De La Hoya, he called him Oscar De La Fishnets, bro. I was like, son, there's something wrong with it. Like Rolly really got no sense, bro. Like he's funny, bro. Like I'm like, bro, they need to give him his own show. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know what happened. He used to not like that in the amateurs. Like he wasn't like that. But I guess like some people just wake up one day, they just figure it out. Like they have.
You talking about comedy wise?
Yeah, they just have their own. Like they become their own person, like their own brand.
That's
like he just became his own person.
Bro, Rolly. That was the best thing Rolly ever did because I don't think Rolly's a great fighter. I don't think he's technical. Like I think he started late too.
Yeah, he did like 1920.
Yeah, like he's not, but he can punch. He's a big puncher. But bro, when he showed up, when he fought Javante and he looked like Craven the Hunter, bro, this nigga is different, dog. Like he is, like yo, bro. Like they like, and that's what makes social. So you see, social media made him a star.
Yeah,
it didn't help Shakur, but this dude's personality, bro. I know mad people that watch boxing and only think he's a good fighter and be like, bro, I can't wait to see Rolly fight. He's fucking hilarious, bro. Like your dog, like he showed up to the Pitbull fight, right? So he's talking.
Oh, he's fighting Pitbull, right?
Yeah, he's fighting Pitbull. Yeah, he's fighting Pitbull in March. He tells him. He goes, yeah, what do you call him? He goes, a Chihuahua, Pitbull, whatever. And he kind of looks like a pug. He kind of fat. And I started dying. I said, bro, son, this thing. And you see, like, Pitbull looking at him like, I'm going to fuck you up, bro. Like, nah, son. I want to see Rolly fight everybody, bro, because he is hilarious, bro. Like,
and if you lose and you let somebody like that smoke you,
I don't think Rolly's going to beat Pitbull. I mean, you know what?
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's
I'm pulling.
He got an awkward style. He's very awkward, and he not the brightest fighter, but I mean, he got to know something.
He can punch, and he's definitely a comedian, bro. They showed him at some fights, bro. Like they go crazy for him, bro. Like he's a legit star right now, bro. Like that's why he chose that fight smart. It wasn't fight for him to fight Teofimo. It wouldn't be smart, but him fighting Rolly was smart as shit. I mean, him fighting Ryan Garcia, it was was smart. That's why I said Ryan should have fought him, but you think when he would have beat Ryan, but Rolly's a dog, man. He's different, bro. he's gonna make a lot of checks, bro.
You
Rolly
think
and Ryan Keyshawn?
Yo and Keyshawn gonna fight? Yo, wait. Before you say that, you got
Tim Tszyu
and Kid Austin.
Okay, yeah, I heard about this. I don't know if they signed though, because Keyshawn just fought. You think it's gonna happen?
Yeah. They just fought. I don't think they signed, but I think Kid Austin definitely gonna get that fight.
Kid Austin said he wants it. I just seen it the other day.
Yeah. I think he gonna that's gonna be a real good. But that's how it's supposed to be though. You ain't supposed to wait 8 years to fight somebody like, bro. That's why not necessarily UFC is on the come up, but UFC make more sense because you got the champion fighting the champion.
You gotta fight them. It's not even a question. And they don't make the money that the top boxers make, but they make sure those fights happen.
That's kind of the downside of that. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy work in itself. But just know.
What was the question? You said Keyshawn fighting Teofimo. So let's start with the storyline. Okay. So Shakur Stevenson, of course, goes to social media and puts out a statement, basically calls him a pussy or whatever, Teofimo, and says that you won't fight the dude that knocked out your father. And I was like, what's he talking about? And apparently, Teofimo Lopez was in the gym or something like that. And Shakur Stevenson happened to be there. And Keyshawn Davis was there. Apparently, he got into an argument with Keyshawn Davis, Teofimo Sr., and there's like 2 stories going around that they jumped him, and then Keyshawn jumped in and knocked out Teofimo's father, and they're saying Teofimo just stood there. Now, fast forward. First of all, that's crazy. But fast forward to the press conference when he's reading the book, like he was showing Keyshawn a lot of respect. When Keyshawn kind of pressed him, and he was just kind of like, yo, whatever. And then once the fight was over, they were coming at each other. So it was kind of like, bro, like I could tell Keyshawn was baiting him the whole time. Like he's smart, bro, but I mean, I ain't gonna front though. I think Teofimo beats Keyshawn Davis. That's just me. But I don't know, man. That whole storyline is kind of wild. Like, I mean, what you think about it?
First of all, I don't care if it's Canelo. If somebody hit my pops or my mom, like, yo, I'm picking up. Somebody hit you in the face with a weight or something. That's me. Yeah. But for somebody to go back and be like, yo, you ain't nothing. You let somebody knock out your dad. Like, that's crazy. And it was even more wild is like Teofimo, I'm surprised he didn't get on social media and like say something, like make a statement to that or something.
Apparently he was still in the amateurs, Keyshawn Davis. Or he was just turning pro. Yeah, this was a while ago from what I read.
And Shakur want to pull that stunt, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Shakur want that. I mean, I don't know what Shakur want right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. But when I don't know what's going on. Nobody want to fight him. He can't get no fights. Frank Martin backs out. I don't know.
Hold on, wait, pause. I know what it is because I remember when I was in Kent with Brown. It's not this. See, so what they do is they be capping. So like these dudes, like when you offer somebody a certain amount of money, it's a different tax bracket. So you finna get hit off the top. So if it's a mill, you really ain't getting a mill, so to speak. You get like 400,000 after it's all said and done.
After taxes and all that shit.
Yeah, maybe less than that. You know what I mean? I don't know because I haven't got there yet. But I do know what they'll do is they'll be like, yo, we sent them a contract, we offered them such and such. And they decline. It's like, bro, well, I'm gonna fight you for a 12-round fight, supposedly pay-per-view, and you trying to lowball me. So then they go and say, oh yeah, he's scared. Don't nobody want to fight me. It's like, nah, you ain't. The numbers ain't making sense. Just like how Shakur was talking about Devin. Devin went over there and fought, and he took way lesser, and he beat the champ.
When he fought Kambosos, yeah.
Yeah, and he beat him in his backyard. So
Twice.
It's like, so why? Yeah, exactly. So why would you sit up there and feel like because you're Shakur Stevenson, ego once again?
So you feel like you're entitled?
And yo, you feel like you're entitled. Like, oh, this would be 50-50 split. Are you crazy? I had to work to get mine. You gonna have to do it too.
Yeah.
So like, I respect that. I respect where Devin come from a business side point, but it's like you got somebody like Shakur, Olympian, I think a silver medalist.
Yes, so he lost him.
You know what I mean? And then he's hanging around people like T-Bud. He think he's Terrence Crawford, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford can actually take a punch. I don't really believe he can really take what he dishing out, especially if it's a puncher.
And it's kind of crazy, like Bud. I think Bud's a great fighter, but I think his biggest fight was Errol Spence. He was 34, so I feel like you should be learning from the mistakes that he did with Top Rank and trying to, bro. Like, Ernie, go fight Matisse. Why do nobody want to fight Matisse, bro? Like, anybody tell me, like
Matisse. Oh, yeah.
Puerto Rican boy. Why ain't nobody want to fight him, bro?
Yo, look, I was watching dude, and I like his style because that's how I like to bully people. But see, they always talking about guys like, oh, I don't like his style. He gonna get stopped. I'm like, bro, he probably trained to take that on his arms, moving and just wow. And I was like, when he started walking down that dude from Uzbekistan, dude from Uzbekistan can fight.
He quit, dog.
But when you boxing cutting angles, what Muhammad Ali said, that boxing and stuff nice, but it's gonna come a point in time you got to fight, you got to bite down and get you some. It's just as simple as that. And that's what happened. So once he stopped doing, he killed somebody too.
Bruh, like literally, yeah. Killed him.
Somebody beat
He got his 20 wins are all knockouts. All knockouts.
I think he lost one fight. Who he lost
fight. I don't even know, bro. I want to see who he lost to, bro. Like, bro, but nobody calling his name. He keep calling bro. His videos are mad funny because you don't speak no fucking English. So like, I'm watching this shit. He's like, Tio's a pussy. He's like, yo, bro. You know what? Fuck that. Shakur. If you ever see this shit, fight that motherfucker, bro.
Yo, what's Shakur fight at? What's Shakur fight at?
135, but he fought at 140. Like, he was only 5 pounds.
He'll smoke. Yo, listen. I don't even think Gervonta will fight him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think nobody gonna fight him.
About that about him possibly fighting, but I don't.
Bro, listen. I don't think nobody gonna fight him because dude ain't coming to look flashy. Dude coming to kill, and he big. Bro, he big.
Can you imagine him and Gervonta though, bro? Do you know how crazy that would sell? Like, let's just think about the power shit. Like, just the one punch. Who got more power? That would be crazy. I don't think Gervonta will take it though.
Gervonta it'll probably take some life off his boxing career. He take that fight. It's gonna take a lot of damage. He gonna take a lot of damage because you're not finna just be. Yeah, you know what? On second thought, nah. I don't even think, bro. I don't think Gervonta gonna take that fight because.
But who gonna fight Matisse, bro?
Nobody. You can't box him. You're gonna have to fight him. You gotta back him up. You gotta back him up the whole fight.
Bro, let's think about it though. 140. You know who's gonna fight him? Fuck it,
Regis?
Now he's doing UFC now. He doing
what?
MMA. Yeah, the motherfucker doing MMA. Yeah.
Facts. Hey, he's tasting that bag though. He solidified his spot in boxing. So
you know who's gonna fight that nigga, bro? It's gonna be Rolly. Watch. Rolly gonna fight that nigga, bro. Rolly retarded. Rolly's gonna fight with you.
But you know what? You gotta be a little retarded to get somewhere.
I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be Rolly. Rolly gonna beat Pitbull, and then he gonna fight Batiste, bro. I'm telling you.
I can see Rolly beating Pitbull for real. Like they sleep on Rolly. They sleep on Rolly, but I can see Rolly beating Pitbull for sure. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Pitbull can crack too though.
Yeah,
but he all power though. Ain't nothing set up. It's all power.
He's kind of he little as fuck, bro. Like he just throwing from everywhere. But I ain't gonna lie, son. Matisse and Rolly is what I want to see right now.
Oh, listen, I remember I was in a group chat with we got a gym group chat, Roy and them, and I remember I said, yo, Buddy, and I said, whoever Buddy is, that 140, Matisse, whoever he is, I said, I guarantee you by round 4 or 5, dude gonna gas. Cause I was like, Buddy putting so much pressure. And he hitting him when he coming, he like boom, 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 boom. Just like how Benavidez did
his shit is crazy because his shit is crazy because dude was sitting down, was like, yo, you ready? He's like, hell no, I'm not going back.
He said his legs.
Fuck that.
He was turning angles real good. He was boxing perfect. Mm-hmm. But how long can you box for? You got to think you're doing double the work. All I'm doing is coming forward, hitting you. You got to cut angles. You using your legs and you punching.
That's what Boo Boo did. That was fucked up against Benavidez. I was like, bro, he gonna gas.
Yeah, Boo Boo looked good for like 3 rounds.
Yeah. I like Boo Boo, man, but Benavidez.
I thought Boo Boo was gonna beat him. To be honest, I didn't think he was gonna beat Boo Boo. Like
he had to go up to 168. 1.
Yeah.
And 2, bro, like Benavidez look like a heavyweight, dog. Like he don't even look like a 168-pound fighter. Like he just don't, bro. Like he's 6'3" or something like that. He looked like he walked around at 250, bro. Like to be honest with you, like, he's a big dude. Like,
he is a big dude. I just think that Benavidez, because he came down from 2-something. He used to be a big dude.
Yeah, he was a
I used to watch him when he sparred his brother back in the day. He used to spar his brother all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not really surprised that he's at 68. So I'm pretty sure he probably walk around about 215, 220. I'm gonna give him that.
Crazy. I'll tell you this. He's definitely going up to light heavyweight soon. Like he's definitely. I think he's gonna try to get Canelo and he's going up. That's what he's gonna do.
Man, you know, sometimes it is good to like. I think that's the art of war. Like sometimes you just got to know when to like bow out a little bit. I guess you just got to know when and when not to. Sometimes you just got to like, nah, we ain't going down that route right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, it is strategic though, so you can't knock him. But it's like the people that saying they want to see him fight is like, what y'all got to lose? Y'all ain't got no country behind y'all. Y'all not getting in there with this dude. Y'all just want to see somebody lose.
Nah, yeah. I mean, when it comes to Canelo, I think a lot of people definitely do. But in reality, bro, I'm keep it real. All that talk about, like walking through Canelo and
Yeah, nah, that
knocking
ain't.
him out, I'm like, bro, you need to cut that shit out, bro. Canelo was like when he went up to 160, I was saying the same thing about Triple G.
Yeah, Triple
To
G
this
was
day,
gonna
nobody,
smoke him.
yeah, and nobody to this day outside of Canelo is beating Triple G. That's just a fact. Like,
Damn, you right.
man, bro, Andre Ward didn't want to fight
Right.
him. Andre Ward didn't want to fight Triple G. I'm just being real.
Yeah, he didn't. He
Yeah,
didn't.
like a lot of guys that didn't fight Triple G, bro. And Canelo went up from 154 and beat him. I mean, the first one was a draw, and the next two, the second fight, he was walking Triple G down. I was like, yo, Canelo was different.
Yeah, he it looked like he got hit by a Mack truck in the face after that fight because Canelo was like, you want a Mexican, you want to bang in the center, let's do it.
Yeah, that's what I think. Listen, Benavidez is a good fighter.
Yeah.
I think he's a great fighter, actually. He ain't walking through a Canelo shot like he was walking through Caleb Plant and Boo Boo. They don't hit like Canelo, bro. Like,
Yeah, and he natural, and Canelo's a natural big dude. Like he big, bro. He's solid.
what impresses me about Canelo too is how he's like his head movement and how he gets in and out of shit is crazy. I think he's a lot smoother than what people think.
He got better head movement than Benavidez too.
Yeah, Benavidez kind of stand tall and he just be out there, but Benavidez is, I mean, long too. Like he's a problem. I mean, I want to see the fight, man. I ain't gonna lie.
He long, but you know, Canelo body shot is crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, and he looks a little soft in the midsection. I ain't gonna lie. But
Canelo body work is crazy. You know, Benavidez got dropped by overhand right by Ronald Gabriel early on in his career. So if you wanna, if people keep saying, you know, Canelo this, Canelo that, Canelo got rocked, it's like, yo, you got dropped.
He was like 19 years old or some shit like that. It was like he was 19 when he got rocked against Miguel Cotto's brother.
Yeah, same. I think Benavidez is about 19, 20 when he got dropped. You know what I mean? So
bro, that's the first time I ever seen Canelo hurt. I was like, damn, son, like that's crazy. You see it, you're like, bro, you don't. But you said something yesterday that made me like, I never knew you could work on your chin. That's actually real.
Yeah, you can work on your chins. There's a lot of fighters don't do it because I was talking to one of my guys earlier that he used to fight roosters, and he's like, you know, boxing is just like cockfight. And he said, you know, he said sometimes you gotta prepare your body to be able to take that punishment. A lot of fighters don't work on this. They work on everything neck down. Everything neck down. Nobody
How do you work on that though?
You gotta think like Triple G. Like look at Triple G. Triple G, all the neck exercises on his head, like how Mike Tyson used to do them neck rolls and stuff. You get the towel, bite down on the towel, you wrap the weight around the towel like a kettlebell. You bite down just like they train dogs. You put it in your mouth, bite down, just like this.
What?
And it builds your chin. So what happens over time, and you think, I got till June. So I'll be doing this till June. It's like, when I get hit, it's like, oh, I'm coming through that. There's nothing. You know what I mean? And that's like a superpower. Because like you said, it's devastating to like the opponent. Like, yo, ain't nothing phasing him. I got to stay up off him. I got to stay away from him. I'm fighting to survive at this point. Same thing.
You ever hit somebody when you fight and you be like, bro, that shit didn't even scratch him. Like he just looking at me like crazy. Like, I mean, really?
Yeah, you know what? When I remember when I fought Berlanga. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, bet I can't. See, when I was moving around before I stopped, I'm moving around. I'm like, okay, I can't just run in. He do got a little pop. So I'm like, let me move. I'm gonna figure something out. I'm gonna figure him out. In the meantime, I'm gonna move. And then I stopped on the ropes. But then when I threw a jab to his body before I stopped on the ropes, I was like, damn, this dude is big. Like, I'm like a $178. So I'm like, damn, he must be like a $195. Felt like a wall, like a brick wall. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, I'm gonna have to lower him in. But see, that's when I learned to realize, man, on fight night, when somebody hydrate back properly, and if they've been training at their weight too, and they cut it the right way too, man, you finna have a long night. You finna have a long night. And I honestly think the better beef is gonna beat Bivol.
Really? I got
Stop.
Bivol winning. I ain't gonna lie. I got Bivol winning.
You think so?
I just think Bivol's style. He's just so. I think he's very smart, bro. Like, and he reminds me of Winky Wright. I think Winky Wright gave a lot of people problems, not because of his power or anything like that. It was his IQ, his jab. If you got like, bro, he got a serious jab Bivol.
Yeah.
I think if you got a great jab, bro, you can control a lot of fighters.
They both Russian.
Yeah, I mean, if it becomes a bloodbath, then it's gonna go to better beef. But
it's gonna go to better beef. You said it. It's gonna
if it's a bloodbath, if it's a bloodbath, but if it's
gonna
not,
be a bloodbath.
You think so?
It's gonna be a bloodbath because you gotta think Bivol's a great boxer. Canelo's a great fighter. So the boxer gonna win every time, every day of the week. All you gotta do is outsmart him. Now, Better Beef is just a powerhouse. Like he get dropped, he keep coming, and he like an onslaught. He like the juggernaut.
Yeah.
Bivol gonna try to stay up off of him and do that boxing, but Bivol got good accuracy. His accuracy is on point.
Mm-hmm. He's strong, bro. Like he's a strong dude, bro. Like I don't know, man. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that fight. Like there's a lot of good fights coming up, man.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely looking forward to it, bro. Like Better V, like I said, Usyk is in a couple weeks. Canelo fights May 4th.
Is he fighting? Because I seen it was circulating. They saying that PBC.
I heard about him.
35 mil. So he's saying like either they pay the 35 mil or he gonna have to opt out of that.
Bro, I don't know. He said he fighting May 4th. So they don't. I don't know what's the holdup, but I don't know. I mean, I got to read up on that a little more. But I heard the thing about the PBC and they own 35 million or some shit. And
yeah, he's supposed to be guaranteed. And you know, he it's like he got Eddie Reynoso and them know about the business side. So it's like they're not gonna just be like, yeah, let's do it. Like on some prideful stuff. It's like a business move.
Nah, everything. And that's how I tell people too. When it comes to Canelo Alvarez, bro, whether you like him or not, he's about business, bro. Like that's why when people keep telling him, "Oh, you ducking Benavidez," I'm like, bro, I don't believe he's ducking Benavidez, but he understands how bad people. He understands people want to see him lose, and they believe Benavidez has the best shot of beating him at 168. Yep. So he's like, if y'all want to see me lose, you're gonna pay me. You gonna pay me what I want. I feel like he believes that fight is worth more than 40 million guaranteed. Like he's like, bro,
that's like $200 million fight, bro. Like,
and that's when. Remember when Benavidez first came out? He said, "Yo, we got 40. I think it was a 40 or 50 million guaranteed." And I was like, bro, I feel like Canelo's taking that as disrespect. Like, bro, if you really let's talk about it or whatever. But you're not gonna put it out immediately. Think I'm gonna jump, bro. I don't jump for nobody. I'm rich. Like he got money, dog. Like he's chilling. Like
yeah.
But I think he's trying to get that fight, and even with the Bud, I think he'll fight Bud, but it's gonna have to be really worth the amount of money. But I just don't see it happening at this point because
Bud is a great fighter, man. But like Canelo said, and they think he's trying to opt out. But Canelo really be saying stuff that make a lot of sense. He was like, "Yo, if I knock him out or hurt him, they're gonna be like, he was too small anyway." And you're right. That's exactly what folks gonna say. Like he was too little.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, bro, as much pressure as people put on Canelo to fight Benavidez, he should be fighting Boots. I ain't gonna lie to you. Boots and Crawford need to fight, bro. Like it's or even Virgil Ortiz or somebody like that. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Virgil Ortiz a dog too, though.
Bro, Tim Tszyu is a 154. Like there's a lot of guys circulating right now. Buck Crawford, he can fight right now, bro. I'm just keeping it real.
Who else called out? Teofimo called out Crawford.
Yeah, Teofimo did, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on Teofimo. Like I'm like, bro, like don't get it fucked up, bro.
What I said yesterday, but like I said yesterday, the minute you take one loss or even a draw, you a bum. That's what they like. Yo, that's a bum. But it's like, yo. So Pacquiao must have been a bum because when Pacquiao came over to the States, he had many losses.
See, but this is where people don't realize shit, and I think when it comes to urban fighters, particularly black fighters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think because of Floyd Mayweather protecting that O, a lot of them are hesitant to take that L because once they take that L, they feel like they stock just drop. look at the Latino fighters, or even the white fighters. Bro, Lomachenko was on his third loss, still selling tickets.
Yeah.
Canelo got 2 losses. He's the biggest fighter in boxing.
2 losses, 1 draw. No, 2 losses, 2 draws, right?
Yeah, I think it's 2 and 1 draw. I think it might be 2
1. 2 and 1. Yeah, 2 and 1.
Bro, you keep going down. Manny Pacquiao, he has 6 losses.
Pacquiao got 6. I think he got more than that.
I know it's no less than 6. But
Yeah.
Those guys continue, and I don't know what it is, but I think Floyd fucked up a lot of fighters, and that's why we see a lot of the marquee black fighters don't fight the big fights. It takes forever to fight. Like,
yeah, bro, they scared, bro.
Errol Spence, they call him a bum. I'm like, he's one of the greatest fighters ever fight.
All that he accomplished.
Yeah.
All that he accomplished, and see, people want to focus on the bad things.
Yeah, bro, and it's just terrible. But I feel like that's why a lot of Shakur's Gervonta, he trying to hold on to that motherfucker forever. He ain't trying to take it.
But I ain't gonna cap. I remember I heard Gervonta say that. Like, he ain't gonna front. He trying to die with his O. By all means, like,
if that's the case, never fight Haney. Never gonna fight. I'm just keeping it real, dog. Like, that's the case. You never gonna fight Haney, bro. You're not gonna take it. Like, that's why I respect Canelo so much. You could talk all the shit you want, but who got a better resume than Canelo? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yo, that's why I always I always go look at the fighters. Like, when I look at the fighters and then I go look at their resume, I'm like, bro, like, he ain't fought nobody. Nope. But then it's like you go look at the dude that potentially they got a split decision with and see who this dude be. He's like, oh, okay, he fought a killer. Like, so if you think about it, Devin Haney ain't doing nothing but getting better. Yeah. So he's helping his career.
And he's understanding. His father's a genius, by the way. Bill Haney's a fucking genius. He's hilarious, by the way. But he's also he's starting to get clout where he can call the shots now. It's dangerous. So now he don't got to drain down. He don't have to be like, bro, if you want to fight me, you're going to have to have a weight class. You can only get to whatever. You got to be at 135. You can't balloon past 142. Yeah. He don't have to do that shit no more. So the way he's handling his career is impressive, Devin Haney, to be honest with you. And that's why I said, like, I look at Shakur, I'm like, dog, you're going to have to take a chance, period. Like, he went and took a chance.
He don't want to take a chance. He want to take. Yo, you know how many fighters try to, they be like, yo, I'm not fighting no B-side. I'm not. Are you crazy? It's like, bro, if you just got to turn the doubters into believers. That's all it is. But at the end of the day, it's not about them.
If I'm Shakur, bro, I'm going to fight. I'm like, fuck it, I'll go fight Matisse. If you really want people to respect you, if he beat Matisse, I think people will respect him. Matter of fact, fuck it, you Puerto Rican, right? That Shakur is half Puerto Rican, right? Go fight that motherfucking Puerto Rico, dog. Go fight that motherfucking Puerto Rico, dog. Fuck it. Beat him over there. Dog. If that motherfucker, Shakur beats Matisse in Puerto Rico, niggas are gonna respect him.
Cap, yeah, he'll be up there, the top 3.
Then you could talk to these dudes like, well, what's up? None of y'all wanted to fight him. Fight me now. And people want to see Matisse fight right now, bro. They hyped to see him fight, bro.
And Matisse, the boogeyman, though. Like, ain't nobody.
He decided to do Matchbox. He decided to do Matchbox.
Nobody beat him. Like, I don't even feel like nobody can beat. I don't even feel like I know. Ain't nobody beating, bro. Like,
he got 1 loss. I don't know who it is too, but I know he just signed a Matchbox, and his next fight is in Puerto Rico. If I was Shakur Stevenson, I'd be like, bro, fuck it, book it. But I'll tell you this, I'll pay for that shit. I'll pay for it.
He ain't gonna do it. You know, it's crazy because Shakur be like, yo, I spar with Terrence Crawford. Yeah, he not sparring to kill you, though. Like, he's working with you, bro.
That's your man. He ain't trying to kill you. Matisse is trying to kill you, dog.
Yeah, Matisse comes to kill him.
If bro, his next fight, I'm gonna say it's in Puerto Rico. His next fight. Matchbox just signed him. Take the check, bro. Go out there, go fight him. Fuck it. Do you know how big that shit would be, bro?
Boy, he fighting Puerto Rico. He fighting in Puerto Rico.
And he's half Puerto Rican. That shit would be crazy.
140. Who else at 140?
At 140? Teofimo's at 140. Ryan Garcia. Josh Taylor's another guy. Josh Taylor's still out there. I mean, he lost to Teofimo, but that's it.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? We can't just take it away from him.
That was a war, though. Like, Teofimo got his get back on that one.
Yeah, Teofimo got busy. But I ain't, bro. I'm telling you right now, dog. I hope. I know it's not gonna happen. He's not gonna take the goddamn fight. But if he were to fight Matisse, you know who else I like? Navara, what the fuck his name is? Oh, he fight at 130. He about to go to 135. Navarrete or some shit like that. He's a problem too.
The Migo, he got an aqua style. Yo, listen,
bro, he's a problem.
Listen, I'm not gonna say no names. I know some guys in camp.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all can get them. I'm like, bro, watching something on TV, like I told you yesterday, watching something on TV versus being there in person, two totally different things.
He's relentless. That's the problem too. He don't stop, dog.
He stay in shape too.
Mm-hmm.
He stay in shape. Like every time I go peep his gram or his social media, like, bro, someone working. Like, it's straight working. Like,
bro, that's another fight he could take too at 135. Fight him. There's a lot of guys, bro.
I think Shakur actually said he wanted that fight with Navarrete. That'd actually be a good fight.
Take it. I would like to see it.
I want to see how, like, he's beating Navarrete is beating these dudes, because somebody like Shakur that's skilled, and see he beat Shakur, was like, bro, you that guy. But I feel like he just too slow. Like, he like molasses slow. Like,
that's what I think. If he were to fight, if you go to 140 and fight Matisse, first of all, it's gonna be a small ring. You already know that. He's in Puerto Rico. He's gonna try to get the smallest ring possible against.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I'm saying. Yo, Shakur, man, go out there, fight an exciting fight, bro. Like, beat this man. Bro, if he was to beat this man, bro, everybody talking about him right now. My man really got a kill on his resume. He got a kill, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, he killed somebody.
Like, somebody was saying that his power is, like, there's people with power, but they're like, this nigga got power that actually has put him in. Like, it's crazy. Like, people just complain about him. Like, bro, this nigga hit too hard. I ain't fighting him. Type shit.
But you see, but listen, you see now people what you just said.
Yeah.
2024 boxers. I don't want to fight him. You know how crazy that sounds back in the day. Like, so, like, what? Like, bro, get out my gym. Like, what? He got too much power. All right, well, you need to get some.
I believe it's the Floyd Mayweather syndrome, dog. The 50-0 shit. Nah, bro, you got to protect that O at all costs. And it's a lot of these. Like, bro, look at what's his name, Chris Colbert. Like, he was hot until he took that loss. Well, when he fought Hector Garcia first, like, he quit on that fight. But then when he got knocked out by
that was bad, bro.
That's what they told about Gervonta about the fight.
Oh, Chris Colbert?
No. Homeboy that knocked him out. I forgot his name.
Gervonta stopped him.
Yeah, he ain't even.
See, one thing people don't understand, like I told you the other day, Gervonta can box. He got a crazy IQ, crazy work. I seen him work like crazy. I sparred with him. He's like I was like 180. I was getting ready. That was when I lost my first loss. But dude got some pop, and he's like, his speed is like, it's like a blur. Like, you don't see the other shot. It's that fast. But he can take a shot. He can take a punch. But the thing is, with Gervonta, once you start getting off on him, he don't care about the crowd, his coach, and then he don't care about what you're talking about. Like, he feel like deep, like for real, he feel like you getting off on him, like embarrassing him. He finna dog you. He finna try to dog you, and he don't care. Like, you gonna have to kill him. You know what I mean? Like, he really a dog. So I see him washing. I don't know about Devin, because Devin getting my respect. Like, he's smoking. But I see him watching people like Shakur and any of the other guys at 135, 140, Keyshawn Davis, he watched them all. But Devin, though, and then all the boys gonna have to compete eventually. They cool now, but they all have to compete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that as far as like big dog, like I got Gervonta. I got Javante.
So we're gonna start we gonna start pitching Javante versus Matisse or Shakur versus Matisse, man. I want to see something, man. I want to see something ready, bro.
Javante versus Matisse.
If he fight Matisse, he gain all my respect. Cause I ain't gonna front. I think he's talented, but I be getting on him. My mans get mad at me. I'm like, bro, if I see Javante fight one more tomato can, bro, like I'm not paying $80 to see him fight. Like come on, bro. Like,
That was a money grab though. Him and Ryan.
yeah, 100%. He knew dude was mentally unstable. He ran into him in the club. He was like, something wrong with this nigga. I'm gonna knock him out. Fuck it. Like he's not all there, bro. Like he's not even focused. You gotta be focused right at this point. But
I think how big Matisse get on Fight Night, you think?
I don't know, bro. But
He fights 140. You said Devin got to 65. I think Matisse get back to 165, bro.
Yeah,
Now, if Matisse get back 165, you first of all, you're not going to give him a rehydration clause. It's not happening. So I got Matisse in that one.
He calling everybody out, though, bro. Like, he disrespectful.
He's like,
Devante. Theo, you a pussy. You're not even Latino. Like, bro, this is the crazy shit. Theo, I fuck with Theo. I don't know him personally, right? But this motherfucker went out and said, he said Puerto Rican fighters are trash, right?
Theo said that?
He said they trash and they easy to beat. I be whooping on Puerto Rican fighters all the time. And when I heard him say that shit, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm like, my nigga, now you got to fight Matisse, bro. Because he's calling all types of shit. And if Theo fight that man in Puerto, like, his next fight is in Puerto Rico, but somebody got to fight him. That would be crazy, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, Theo can't fight him in Puerto Rico. They're gonna kill him. He ain't gonna.
Well, you know how it is, man. Like you said, to piggyback off what you said earlier, like it's all a publicity stunt in this social media. Like closed mouths don't get fed. You got to talk. That's like I'm gonna be posting a lot of stuff as far as like leading up to this fight because it's like you got to promote it. You got to. You can't just be like, oh yeah, fight such and such, working hard. Nah, man. People want to see that. That's how Rolly got to where he at. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? So I know Newman did that he was trying to get the fight with Berlanga. Nah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do that. You have to do that. Put that pressure on him. Get him more.
I mean, bro, that's the tough game about you guys, man. Coming up, like even Kev Newman, like bro, like once these guys are in a position that they feel like if you're a threat and there's an investment, they're gonna duck all smoke. He might fight like he's at 168, Berlanga. He got a name and he hasn't fought nobody. And Max Kellerman, who's one of my favorite analysts, killed him one day. Killed him.
Real?
Bro, he killed him. Like I'm talking about, he called him like the worst 168-pound fighter he's seen in years, and that he can't beat nobody at 168.
Who, Berlanga?
Yeah, that's what Max Kellerman was saying. He's
listen, I'm telling you, the guys at 68, the killers, you got to do named Pachicho. You got another guy over in the UK, not Ben Whitaker, but he's like Muslim. I think I was checking him out yesterday. Tall guy. You got
who's that guy? Molina? That's
I think so. Then you got like two Russian. The Russian guy I just fought, he probably would give the other guys problems, some elite 168ers problems. But then again, I don't know because I was dehydrated. So I don't know. Man, he might get cut, but he's a really good fighter too. But the thing is, like, you got Pachicho, you got who else? You got Benavidez, you got Munguia, you got
a problem.
Canelo, you got Caleb Plant, you got who else is 68? I've been watching some 68ers. You got some other 68ers like Canadian, like they like underlying people ain't really giving them the respect due, but like it's like probably 20 168ers, like some killers right now. But ain't nobody trying to fight them. They trying to go grab a bag, get paid.
And that's what I'm saying. Berlanga fights next month in Orlando. I know that.
And who is he fighting?
I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, but they trying to build him up big time top right there. I know they invested. They probably signed into a big deal.
He's with the Zone now, right?
He might be. I know he's with Top Rank. That I know, but I don't know if he's with the Zone. He might be
with the Zone. I think he left Top Rank. You know what I mean? Because they was doing
really
crazy about him. Yeah, but I know like I say, bro, it's only a matter of time for somebody to touch this, and it's like unless he's working on that heavy, but I don't see it. Like I don't see. I think he's gonna do decent, but after a while, he's gonna get caught up. He's gonna get caught up.
I give him another 2 fights. I think there's a dude that's 10-0. He was supposed to fight Benavidez coming up. I forgot his name, man. He's a problem. I forgot his name. He's a problem though. But I mean, maybe he fights Munguia. Maybe they throw Munguia. Munguia's running through people. I mean, he's naming names. He's got to be one of them. He can't, eventually.
I don't think Berlanga called out nobody like to just skip the line and just be like, I want Canelo.
I mean, he called out Canelo. Yeah, Canelo said, but I'm like, bro, ain't no way Canelo even looking at you, bro.
Or Jamal Charlo can fight.
Jamal is a problem. He can fight, dog.
Jamal can fight, bro. Listen, Maul he can take a punch too. He can take a punch. His IQ is crazy because he places shots. Like he always tell me, like he see his shots in there. Like a lot of fighters do this, like close their eyes or something before the punch even get there. Like Ryan Garcia, but Maul see the shot. He see the shot in and he places it. Everything is heavy, like bricks. You know what I mean? So I want to see somebody call. I want to see Berlanga call out like Charlo or Munguia or.
Munguia dangerous, bro. That bro. Somebody
about Chris Eubank?
Somebody just called out Chris Eubank. They call him a pussy too. Eubank is at what? Wait, he's at 168. Might not have been Eubank. Who the fuck was he calling him out?
Conor Ben called out. I think Conor Ben was supposed to fight Gervonta.
I don't want to see that shit, dog. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to see Conor Ben and Gervonta, bro. I'm sorry. Listen, if I'm not gonna lie, if it
Gervonta smoked in like 5, maybe 8.
I want to see him fight Matisse, bro. Fuck it. That's the only guy I want to see Gervonta fight now. Matisse, bro. Fuck it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, because who is Gervonta for? I mean, he did clean up Pedraza, but Pedraza just got smoked by Keyshawn.
Pedraza's like 78. He's done. He's old, bro. Like that's it. He just lost.
Pedraza, bro.
He's 78 years old, something like that. That's how he was like 70. He just lost to Keyshawn.
Keyshawn stopped him.
Keyshawn was fucking him up, bro.
Yo, it's like he was just throwing punches just to be like, yo, at least I was working. Like, nah.
But that was the lowest. He had to cut weight too. He had to go super low in this fight. He went under what he's usually right now. When he
for real?
Yeah, he went to 135 to fight him. He was fine already, I think, at 140, 145, or whatever, 147. But yeah, he was
like you got guys up and coming. You got people like Kid Austin coming up 35. You got a lot of foreigners too coming up 135. It's a middleweight name. Forget I think he's Russian, but he look Asian.
You're not talking about Tim Tszyu.
No, not Tim Tszyu. It's another guy. We top rank. He's nice.
What do you think about Tim Tszyu and Thurman? Who do you think about that?
They sleeping on Thurman. I mean, Thurman been ducking smoke, but like he playing the game too. He being smart too.
Thurman is hilarious, bro. Like
he lost to what? He got one loss, right?
To Manny Pacquiao.
So what you call it?
Manny talking about coming back.
Who, Manny?
Yeah, fucking
Manny need to leave it alone, man. Stop, bro. Like,
bro, he said he wants I think he said, if I'm not mistaken,
Crawford.
I think it was Crawford, and I want to say Gervonta. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's a fight Gervonta would take. I think Gervonta would take that fight.
Oh man,
he too old.
Manny would get hurt bad. Manny.
I agree. Of course I agree, but I'll tell you this right now. Manny is an 8-time division champion, bro. He started like at 108 pounds.
8 pounds.
Bro, yo, Doug, who goes from 108 to 147 and wins belts from one? Like, he might be the GOAT, bro. Like,
Manny is the GOAT, but you got to think, people look at his record and they be like,
bro,
he get knocked out cold. Listen, but he entertaining. He get busy. Manny get busy.
Bro, you so like, for a lot of people have Floyd's go. Listen, If that's your goal, it's whatever. But Manny don't duck no smoke, bro. And he went 8 divisions. Like, you're gonna lose when you take chances. It just is what it is.
They robbed him though on like 2 losses. Jeff Horn and the boy Timothy Bradley. That was crazy work.
Yeah, bro. But bro, Floyd didn't fight Paul Williams. He didn't fight Margarito. There's a lot of guys he didn't fight.
Yo, that's crazy. You brought that up. So story, right? I remember what's his name? The guy that trained Paul. Dang, what was his name? I forget his name. Older guy. But anyway, he used to
Paul
be
was a savage.
Huh?
Paul was a savage.
Yeah, Paul was a savage, but he cleared out the division at 47, and Floyd didn't want to fight him, so he went up. But he tried to do that same stuff with bigger guys. It don't work like that.
Man, he was a tall ass fighter too. I think he was like 6'2".
He was like 6'2", 6'3". Throwing over 100 punches around.
Yeah.
So what happened was, anyway, long story short, Paul and Floyd was cool with Al Haymon. They both knew Al Haymon at the time. Al Haymon was in the gym, and I remember Mr. Gregory, I think, Paul's trainer had asked Al Haymon, because Al Haymon was big in the music industry, and he was like, "Yo," he was like, "Huh?"
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was big in the music industry, so he's like, "Yo, let me get that fight. We want that fight with Floyd." You know, he's cool. He's like, "Nah." He's like, "Nah, no." So what happened was, once Paul got paralyzed, remember when Paul was active, Floyd was retired. Floyd was getting
Nah, bro. They was around the same time.
Floyd retired.
Nah, Paul, bro. They was coming up at 140 together, 135.
Yeah, but when it was like time for them to like get ready to meet, remember Floyd had retired. Floyd was retired. No,
Paul got paralyzed like 2000 and I want to say like 2012.
Oh, HBO, yeah, because he was fighting at 160 at the time. Yeah,
because he was he fighting at 160? Nah, I don't remember. Nah, he was fighting at 160. He was fighting at 130. Hold on, let me look this shit up. I remember he was in that division too. They was in the same division. He was throwing. He was bad.
Paul started off at 47.
You sure?
Yeah, and went up to 160. But he said that he retired. Floyd had retired, but then when Paul had got paralyzed, something like that, that's when Floyd came out of retirement, so to speak. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they were saying.
Nah, Paul. See, look, I'm right here. He competed as an American professional boxer who competed from 2000 to 2012. He held the WBO title between 2007 and 2008, the W interim 2008, and challenged once the unified middleweight. Oh shit! Title in 2010, nicknamed the Punisher. 6'2". I think he was right. Hold on. No, he was at welterweight and light middleweight. So he just started at light welterweight, then light middleweight. But Floyd was active at the time.
Floyd was active?
Yeah, Floyd was fighting. Yeah, this is 2008, bro. This is when Floyd was fighting like the De La Hoyas and shit like that. Floyd retired like in 2000 and like what? 2017 or something like that?
2016, 2017.
Yeah, I think. Matter of fact, he's 42. Floyd older than him.
Oh, he older than Paul?
Yeah, Floyd about
how old is Paul 40, right now?
Huh?
How old is Paul?
42.
Yeah. Oh, they're the same age.
Nah, Floyd is about 45.
Oh, Floyd was older.
Yeah. Then he had the motorcycle accident. Yeah. Now he debuted in 2000. He was a big ass fighter. I remember that shit.
Yeah, Paul was a hitter though.
Yeah, Paul was a hitter. But shit, man. Where's gonna be where's the fight gonna be at? Let them know. I might have to pull up to that shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to, bro. You're gonna definitely have to. It's gonna be in Texas. I believe it's gonna be in either Austin, Texas, or San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
Because he's a native. But see, I'm known for going to backyards and like disrupting their flow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, with this, given that I got like 8+ weeks to get ready for this guy, it's gonna be like a great fight. But I feel like this fight, I'm gonna end up clipping him or hurting him real bad to where I get to the win on decision.
So it's already locked in. You said June?
Yeah,
June? June 24th, or you know the exact date?
I got to get the dates, get the rest of the details, but I'm gonna for sure let you know. But I know it is for sure in June because when my manager called me, George told me that they was looking for the 168ers, and I got selected. My name got put in the batch. So,
who else is on the card? You don't even know yet.
I don't know. I know it's gonna be a good card. They're getting the card together, as a matter of fact, because June is what we in February.
Yep.
It's like 4 months away. 3 months away. So, like I said, it's over 8+ weeks.
All right. So let them know where they can find you, man. I'm about to go put these kids to sleep. I hope they sleep.
For sure, man. I
it.
appreciate you having me. But y'all can follow me on IG. It's EC Moon 2022, and that's the only social media site I'm on for now.
I bet. No, listen, man. I'm gonna have to get you on more just to talk regular shit that's popping, man.
You're gonna have to, bro. You're gonna have to. I enjoy doing this. It's
let's
real
do
stuff,
it, man.
real talk.
Let's definitely do it, man. And listen, man, we're gonna give you some equipment. We're gonna make you a podcaster too, man. Fuck it. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it
Let's do it, man. You gonna have to send me some stuff. You got to, man.
All right, should we figure it out? You know I'm in Atlanta, man. Whenever you back out here, we gotta get up.
Yeah, you ain't nowhere. I'll be back up there in about a month. For sure. So I'm gonna have to definitely come through and come holler at you.
I bet, man. We lit. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, for sure, man. Likewise.
All right, bro.
All right.